What a beautiful day in home, isn't it, neighbor? Just like every day before today and every day after. But something about today is a little different. Our Sally Starlet might describe it as a spine-tingling, bone-chilling, and hair-raising sort of day. The sort of day her dear friend Poppy Partridge always dreaded, even as she helped prepare for the celebration. Yes, that's right. It was Sally's favorite holiday, the macabre menagerie of monstrous mischief-making. A monumental mouthful, if you ask me. But we've had our time talking. Let's peer into Poppy's window to hear about it for ourselves.
Oh, I just can't believe it, Poppy. Darling, you've produced such a dazzling and decadent display. Thank you again for letting me use your not-so-humble abode for my macabre menagerie of monstrous mischief-making festivities.
Sally carefully placed down the assorted treats on the table. Some even looked like our neighbors. They ought to make one for the narrator, though.
Why, of course, dear. It's so lovely to help you with your, macabre, oh my.
My macabre menagerie of monstrous mischief-making, Poppy.
Right. Does it have to be monstrous?
Poppy! Horror is the backbone of the macabre menagerie of monstrous mischief-making. It is integral to what makes thespians, such as myself, able to convey true terror on stage. Everyone in home simply must experience such a sensation for themselves. So today, everyone will be adorning elaborate ensembles outside of their repetitious apparel and become symbols of pure horror.
Oh, but you're dressed as a clown.
Sally was dressed like a clown.
If everyone is going as something they are not, then I must do so in turn. A director does not leave her actors to fend for themselves. So I arrived as Pedrolino.
Pedrolino, for those of you who don't know, is from the Commedia dell'arte.
Please, dear narrator, of course they have.
Of course. Poppy bristled her feather and sighed gently.
I'm not quite sure I see the appeal, but I suppose.
Then look with your fantastic feathered soul, Poppy. There is more to understanding horror than sight alone.
More than sight alone?
Why, of course. A foul stench, a chill running down your spine, a sour taste in your mouth, an unexpected knock at your door. Oh, that must be our esteemed guest. I'll get it.
As Poppy returned to fretting and fawning, Sally walked over to the front door to let in the guests. When she opened the door, it revealed, why, none other than our good friends Wally Darling and Barnaby B. Beagle. Wally was dressed in a devilish outfit, while Barnaby was dressed as a werewolf.
That's Were Beagle to you, pal.
Welcome, one and all. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hi, Sally. I'm a little devil. We're here for
We're here for terror and treats. Now, where's the punchline start?
Terror in treats? What is that? That's not what my extravaganza is called.
Oh, yeah, the invitation said it was, macaroni, macrame, marmalade mousse. I ain't saying all of that. I think terror and treats is better. It's got a little je ne sais quoi to it.
That's je ne sais quoi. You beast!
That's Mr. Were Beagle to you, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd beast be getting a glass of punch. Come on, little devil.
Okay, I like punch.
Wally and Barnaby made their way around Sally, who scoffed angrily at Barnaby's joke. It wasn't long before another knock was heard at the door. When Sally opened it this time, she revealed Julie Joyful and Frank Frankly. Julie was dressed as a witch, and Frank was dressed as a vampire. But they also brought a third guest, a tomato encased in red gelatin. Ugh.
Franklin Juliet.
That's not my
What a
name.
dashing couple you two make. Wonderfully witchy and vivaciously vampirific.
Ghoulish greetings, Sally.
We're so excited to be at your magnificently marvelous, majestically mystifying, macabre menagerie of momentously monstrous, mischief-making celebration.
Yes, and I've brought tomato gelatin. See? There's a whole one inside.
So you have. How terribly frightful.
Thank you.
I like your clown costume, Sally.
Clown? It's Petrolino.
Wiggly worms and giggly grins. Watch out, partygoers. Frank and Julie's coming in.
Hey, a witch and a guy with a cape brought more eats.
I'm a vampire. The gelatin is for looks only, too. I better not see a bite taken out of it.
Sally could only shake her head before one final set of knocks rang through the party. It was finally our friends Eddie Dear and Howdy Pillar. Eddie looked quite elaborate with his costume as Frankenstein's monster, while Howdy wore a bedsheet. Presumably he's a ghost.
I worked hard, too. You ever tried to use 4 scissors at once?
Oh, please. Reusing the same ghost costume from last year, Howardson?
I resent that implication. Last year's sheet was off-white. This year's is eggshell white. And look, little room for the fellas.
Oh, he's right.
Of course. And what are you, mailman? What are you supposed to be?
I'm, that book with a fella who got brought back from the dead by the scientist. I worked real hard on this. He's got stitches, a deathly pallor, a bit of moral conundrum.
Yes, of course, mailman. Now come in, you two. We're just about to begin the festivities, and you're our last guests.
Well, don't I feel special? Almost makes it worth closing the store early. Is that my favorite regular over there? Gangway!
Oh, I like your Pedrolino costume, Sally. Just the other day when it was real slow in the post office, I was doing some reading about the Commedia dell'arte, and I just think it's just... Oh, did Frank bring one of those fancy molds again?
That's right, he did. Now, just come along inside.
Oh, that Eddie could talk. Sally ushered him inside with the others before closing the door behind her. Everyone had made it just in time for the festivities and the scariest part of the day. It was time for the telling of terrific tall tales. The neighbors gathered together in a circle on the floor, just as Sally announced story time, with a flashlight in her hand.
All right, everyone. I certainly hope you've all brought your own terror-filled tall tales for tonight's macabre menagerie of monstrous mischief-making.
Tall tales? I only brought one of them, and it's right behind me.
It looks more like a short tale to me, Barnaby.
Oh, behave, you two. Now, would anyone like to go first?
Oh, me. I've got a scary story that'll make your ears ring with fear.
Julie waved her hand up excitedly and... What? Was that thunder? It's a beautiful day outside.
Of course, Juliet. The stage is all yours.
Julie took the flashlight with a smile and stood before the other neighbors, putting on her spookiest voice.
It was a dark and blistery night. Or maybe it was a really nice and sunny day. I can't remember. Maybe it was a little rainy in the morning and sunny in the afternoon. Who's keeping track anyways?
You're keeping track. You're telling the story.
Oh, that's right. Anyways, and on that beautiful, horrifying, dark, sunny day night, a squirrel walked by and...
Julie let out a scream. It only scared Eddie, though.
What was that?
I told you, it's scary and spooky. It's my scary, spooky story.